Stirring the coffee with a chopstick. It's quiet. Welcome to another ASMR at 5. Hold on one second. The first sip is always great, isn't it? I look forward to this. Even the few minutes when I'm waking up, getting out of bed at about 4:30. This morning it was a little bit earlier than 4:30. Just throwing on a sweatshirt, my moccasins, coming down into the kitchen, making my coffee. I get all excited about the coffee. Coffee cup today is building an empire. That's what I'm doing, building an empire. Let's talk about the looking glass self. In psychology, in 1902, a researcher came up with a concept that said we develop our opinions and the opinions of ourself and our self based upon our interactions with society. That society is a mirror for us. It tells us what we are. If you're walking down a hallway and you're passing 10 people and 10 people look you up and down and go like that, and they just write you off, it will affect your self-esteem. It'll make you think there's something wrong with you. Stirring the coffee with a chopstick. It's quiet. Welcome to another ASMR at 5. Hold on one second. The first sip is always great, isn't it? I look forward to this. Even the few minutes when I'm waking up, getting out of bed at about 4:30. This morning it was a little bit earlier than 4:30. Just throwing on a sweatshirt, my moccasins, coming down into the kitchen, making my coffee. I get all excited about the coffee. Coffee cup today is building an empire. That's what I'm doing, building an empire. Let's talk about the looking glass self. In psychology, in 1902, a researcher came up with a concept that said we develop our opinions and the opinions of ourself and our self based upon our interactions with society. That society is a mirror for us. It tells us what we are. If you're walking down a hallway and you're passing 10 people and 10 people look you up and down and go like that, and they just write you off, it will affect your self-esteem. It'll make you think there's something wrong with you. I heard some motivational speaker, I'm not sure if it was Brian Tracy or Zig Ziglar or Waitley or one of these guys that talked about a guy, or was it Earl Nightingale? I don't know. They're all kind of flowing into one another now. That's kind of like the beauty of getting older. A lot of information just kind of starts flowing, and then you just end up with a single stream of knowledge and wisdom. But the story is, employees said, we're thinking, let's play a prank on the boss. And he comes into work, and the first person that saw him said, "Are you feeling okay?" The guy said, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Well, I don't know. You just look different." He walks down the hall. Another employee said, "Are you all right?" He's like, "Yeah, why?" Well, several employees did that. And the joke is that by noon he went home sick because of his interaction, his feedback from his environment. How has your environment affected affected your thoughts and your behavior? Your opinion of yourself. Do you think you're a loser because you didn't succeed in marriage or parenting? There's a possibility that you do suck at being married. I mean, let's get real. Now, I sucked at being married. Sucked. Just, if report cards were given out for marriage, I would get an F. And I'm not going to try to get an A. Put it that way. You know, like when you flunk a class and then you have to or flunk a grade, and then the next year remember that held back? When was the last time someone was held back? Do they do that anymore? You're not held back. I'm not held back. And what I'm not going to do is try to succeed at that grade again. I know people have been married 2 or 3 times. God bless them. I'm not good at it, and I'm not willing to risk it. That's just my thing. I'd rather risk other things in business. But marriage is not one of those things. Because I know what I'm capable of, and I suck at being married. And you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Maybe some of my tricks need to wear out a little bit. Maybe I'm like and you might be like this too. You know how if you're rescuing a person who's drowning, you're almost encouraged to wait till they stop flailing, and then you can rescue them. Maybe I just have too much flailing going on, and who knows? Maybe I'll meet like the love of my life when I'm 65 or 70. But right now, it ain't happening. And it has not been happening. So why do something that you suck at? Think about this. Marriage is not something you practice at. You might go and take, judo or karate classes for 6 months and then say, it's just not for me. I tried, it's just not for me. And you get out. Certain things do respond to effort and time put in. And then you can just quit. It's not a problem if you want to leave. Marriage, you don't just say, well, I tried it, I'm not going to do it again. You can't, it's kind of it takes 2 to tango, number one. It's supposed to be till death do you part, and I'm not even trying to be religious in any way or Christian in any way. Nobody ever gets married in order to get divorced. So my looking glass self is that I suck at marriage. I'm great socially. I've got my game and mojo back as a single man. I feel fantastic about it, and I'm going with it. You go with your strengths. Don't go with your weaknesses. Only a fool goes back into a house that's burning down. What are you trying to save, my brothers? I mean, come on. Even the sisters out there. No one's going to rescue you. Yeah, can 2 people live under the same roof and who are working and paying bills and 2 incomes? Yeah, but when everything is dependent upon 2 incomes, if one of those incomes disappears, you are in trouble. I mean, your basic shit is in trouble. Your housing is in trouble. I think most people are winging it when it comes to parenting. I mean, all of the theory, all of the books that I read before I had kids, they were helpful, but I will say that it is baptism by fire. You learn by doing when it comes to parenting. Hopefully you do the right thing. So what are you strong at? That's where the looking glass self is powerful. It's when you see what you're good at, the effects that you have in society, the feedback that people are giving you, the money coming into you, and you feel better. You ever see like a boxer go into an MMA ring? Or was it Michael Jordan went and played baseball? That whole contextual change thing. Do what you're good at. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. I now do what I'm good at. Spent many years doing what I suck at. When you do what you're good at, and you're interested in it, kind of thrills you a little bit, gives you a little bit of adrenaline rush. I'm not talking about loving it. None of that do what you love and the money will follow bullshit. But something that gives you like a little bit of a rush, something where you get excited. The world is going to give you some awesome feedback because the world knows that you're good and it rewards you for being good. Don't do things you suck at. Do the things that you're good at. Long story short. All right, that's all for today. Are you getting unstuck? I just got a great letter. Great email. Person in Australia watching my videos about getting unstuck. It's a great lifestyle. Get unstuck. This is the year that you can do it. You got 1 month left of 2017. 2017 could be the year you get unstuck. You know, it's only a decision away. All year long I've been saying 2017 is the year you get unstuck. 2018 is the year you make your first million. Are you moving in that direction? I'm going to put a link down below of a book that I'm listening to. I got the audio book called Gorilla Mindset by Mike Cernovich. I'm going to put the link down below. It's moving me to the point where it's waking me up. The information is stirring my brain so much that I'm waking up naturally, even earlier than I usually do, and it's ridiculous. The gears are turning. My creativity is popping. The link's going to be below. Get the audio book and just listen to it. Listen to me. Listen to it 20 times. Listen to it on your way to work, on your way home from work, or dedicate a few minutes every day. And the neat thing about listening to audiobooks, like on Audible, like on your phone, is that when you X out of it, when you go back to it, it just picks up exactly where you left off. So it's kind of a no-brainer. And then the next day, you just start up again. When you finish the book, go back to the beginning and listen to it. You have to listen to things anywhere between 3 and 5 times for it to sink in. You'll see. It's a game changer. You have 1 month left in 2017. What have you got to lose? You're spending money on coffee, bullshit junk food. Do something for yourself. You hear me? Get the book, Gorilla Mindset. I only recommend things that I think are going to be good for you, for male or female. Have a great day. Be excellent in all you do. Build your